The file you are about to hear has been thoroughly scrutinized by the Ethics Committee and approved by the O5 Council for release to trusted associates of the Foundation. This is SCP Unredacted.
Item number SCP-5283. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Due to its nature, SCP-5283 is currently self-contained at Site-37. Description: SCP-5283 is an immovable, third-party Nerf N-Strike Elite universal suction dart stuck to the ceiling of Site-37's central cafeteria.
Addendum 1. Removal attempts.
Attempt 1. Researcher Harbor Wilson attempts to pull the object from the ceiling. Outcome: failure. Attempt 2. A different staff member attempts to pull the object from the ceiling. Outcome: failure. Attempts 3 through 8. Dr. Wilson directs 6 other staff members to attempt to remove the object. Outcome: failure. Attempt 9. Dr. Wilson attempts to cut the object from the ceiling using a knife. Outcome: failure. Attempt 10. Dr. Wilson attempts to cut the object from the ceiling using a motorized saw. Outcome: failure. Attempt 11. Dr. Wilson attempts to cut the object from the ceiling using a chainsaw. Outcome: failure. Attempt 12. Dr. Wilson attempts to cut the object from the ceiling using a portable laser saw. Outcome: failure. Attempts 13 through 16. Dr. Wilson attempts to remove the entire ceiling tile the object is attached to. 4 separate attempts are made using a knife, a motorized saw, a chainsaw, and a portable laser saw. Outcome: failure. Attempt 17. Dr. Wilson attempts to burn the object using a lighter. Outcome: failure. Attempt 18. Dr. Wilson attempts to melt the object using a flamethrower. Outcome: failure. Attempt 19. Dr. Wilson attempts to destroy the object using 3 minuscule detonation charges. Outcome: failure. Attempts 20 through 23. Dr. Wilson attempts to destroy the object with a shotgun. Outcome: failure. Attempt 24. Dr. Wilson attempts to destabilize the local reality around the object to result in its disconnection from the ceiling. Outcome: failure. Attempt 25. Dr. Wilson prays for the object's removal. Outcome: failure. Attempt 26. Dr. Wilson prays for his removal. Outcome: not applicable. Attempt 27. Dr. Wilson spends approximately 78 minutes shouting at the object, demanding it fall off the ceiling. Outcome: failure. Attempt 28-2. Dr. Wilson attempts to punch the object off of the ceiling. Outcome: fuck this. Failure. Further attempts are pending.
SkipNet internal email correspondence.
To Senior Researcher Rebecca Larson. From Researcher Harbor Wilson. Subject: the damn Nerf dart.
I say this in the most respectful way possible. What the hell do you expect me to do about the Nerf dart? Seriously, I have tried everything. Manpower, blades, saws, fire. No, you do not need to remind me of how big a failure that was. Detonation charges. I even spent over an hour shouting at the damn thing. No matter what I do, it doesn't budge. Nothing. I feel like I'm going insane. I've become a laughingstock here, the guy who can't even move a Nerf dart. It's degrading. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them, because I am this fucking close to submitting my resignation letter.
2. Researcher Harbor Wilson. From Senior Researcher Rebecca Larson. Subject: reply: the damn Nerf dart. Have you tried asking it nicely? Following this email correspondence, Dr. Wilson was seen walking into Site-37's central cafeteria, muttering the phrase, "What kind of bullshit idea is that?" He then reportedly walked over to the object and asked, "Can you please get off the ceiling?" He was immediately met with the laughter of most nearby staff, much to Wilson's seeming embarrassment. It ceased moments later when the object seemingly obliged the request, falling from the ceiling. Since its removal, all anomalous effects have ceased and the object has been reclassified as neutralized. Dr. Wilson has since started visiting a Foundation therapist.
Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, join my Discord community, hire me on Fiverr, or help support me by becoming a patron for as little as $3 a month. Regardless of tier, all patrons get early access to every single episode. The links are in the description. I don't have the talent it takes to write a skip. All I do is read. Original authors make this podcast possible, so credit to the original author. Their links in the description. Show them some love as well. Consider becoming a member of the SCP Wiki. Upvote their work, and maybe write a skip of your own. Maybe I'll read it here someday. You never know if you never try. The content of this podcast and content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0.